Afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Counterattack. I hope you and yours are doing well in these trying and turbulent times. Today, we're going to talk about something that I cannot stand. It's transfer season. Why do I hate it? It's just full of charlatans, snake oil salesmen, and chancers. You have people running propaganda, counter propaganda, and counter propaganda. And frankly, I just can't stand it. It's ridiculous. First of all, transfer season's way too long. It's 2 weeks after the season starts to September 1st. And by September 1st, usually most teams in most European leagues have already played 3 or 4 games. How does that even make sense? But here we are. So we're going to do one. We're pretty late in the transfer window, so we're going to do one transfer talk. And then that'll be that. Because I can't wait to see the back of this transfer season. It is the worst. So the first one we're going to go into is Arsenal. Oh, my sweet, sweet Arsenal. Here they are in the transfer window yet again, as they have been for most of my adult life, just flying by the seat of their pants, just going off. At the start of the season, Edu and Mikel Arteta came out and they said that we're definitely going to strengthen the team. Mikel Arteta, all during the depressing event that was last season, said over and over again that we're going to strengthen the team. I think one time came out and said that he needs between 6 and 7 players, and that him and Adu were going to spend the entire summer working toward it. So the summer started, and as usual, the Arsenal PR machine started whirling into action, and they came out with all sorts of things. Link with this player, link with that player, getting everybody excited, completely just lathered up. But now here we are. It is August 17th, still August 17th in England, August 17th here as well. And Arsenal have signed a grand total of, I believe, 3 players. Ben White for 50 million, Sambi Lakanga, the midfielder, who, despite looking neat and tidy, as I said in my last video, he's not first-team quality. Not yet, not now. And then the other one, Nuno Tavares. Ostensibly a left back that for some reason came on in the Brentford match as a right back. Even though there were 3 other right backs on the bench. More lovely, lovely work from Arsenal and specifically Edu and Mikel Arteta in this one. So what do Arsenal need? Well, the big news right now, and this is from The Athletic, which, by the way, I'm going to do tier 1 sources for this. I don't do these little, in the know accounts on Twitter and whatnot that are so unverified that they're getting their sources from, the North Korean media. It's ridiculous. So this is from The Athletic, Ornstein. Basically talking about Hector Bellerin, how he's surplus to requirements, but he can't leave the club because we want too much money for him. And the teams that are interested in him either can't afford it, they can't afford the transfer fee, and they can't afford his wages. So right now, Hector Bellerin is just, sitting there waiting. And this has been a problem with Arsenal for a very long time. We cannot shift our dead wood players, which means we can't buy new players. So we're kind of stuck in this transfer limbo. And it's literally just hell. Ugh. The less I say about Arsenal and the transfer window, the better, because frankly, it's just going to get me all riled up. And it is Tuesday, and I got a long week to get through. So the next thing we're going to get into is the Harry Kane, Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur love fest. Love triangle. That's what it is right now. Harry Kane pretending he wants to go to City. Not pretending. He wants to go to City. Tottenham pretending they're not going to let him go. Oh, we want 100 million. Oh, we want 130 million. Oh, we want 150 million. And City is sitting there like, well, it's all good. Just name the price and send that man up north. I am sick and tired of this love triangle. I'm sick of it. I really wish it would end. He didn't play on Sunday against what probably will be his new team, because I guess he didn't want to embarrass him. But what is going to be his old team, they won. So now he looks a bit silly, which he's been looking a bit silly for a while. it's just the whole transfer window thing. You know, footballers, and especially footballers that have a deep connection with the team that they play for, they don't want to disrespect the fans and the people that looked out for them while they were on that club by like coming out and saying, "I want to leave. This club does not match my ambition." And I've been watching a little bit of Talk Sport, seeing what the fans on the ground in England saying, the Tottenham fans, and they're all over the place. Some want him to leave, some want him to stay. Obviously, I think no matter who they are, they know deep down inside that they don't have another player like him. Heung-min Son is a good player, great player. I would definitely take him at Arsenal, but he's not. He doesn't have a lot of the attributes that Harry Kane has. So they know that if he leaves, they're not getting anyone like him. It's over. And with their new massive stadium to pay for, they're in the same position that we were in 2006. A huge stadium to play for, players heading out the door, leaking like a sieve. And now they're going to recoup a huge transfer fee for him. But there's no guarantees in this life. They're going to go into the market, buy 3, 4, 5 players. How many of them are going to turn out to be half the player Harry Kane is or was? There's no guarantees in this life. And the transfer season really, really, really just highlights that. The next one we're going to get into is Lukaku to Chelsea. And this one, out of all of them, all of the transfers that have so far been confirmed, and this is the only one that's confirmed that we're going to talk about today, this is the one that scares me the most. Romelu Lukaku to Chelsea. You don't know how many years I sat here watching Arsenal play, only for Didier Drogba to wake up and just decide to just bully our players, bully our defenders. And right now, looking at the type of defense that we're fielding and what happened on Friday when we played Brentford, I am really not looking forward to seeing that man's face on Sunday. I spent years suffering under Didier Drogba's horrible reign, bullying our defenders. It made me want to jump inside the television and try to play defense myself because these guys were just letting him have the freedom of the Emirates. And frankly, I'm just not looking forward to another 3, 4, 5 years of that. And he's visiting us on Sunday, and Tuchel said that he'll be fit, which is horrible news for me. Romelu Lukaku's arrival at Chelsea, after succeeding at Inter and tearing it up with the Belgian national team, is bad news for Premier League defenses who aren't named Chelsea. He has speed. He's great with his back to the goal. He has an excellent turn for a guy of his size. And his left foot is an absolute cannon. 97 million. 97 million. On a player that used to be yours. I don't know what it is with the Manchester Uniteds of the world and the Chelseas of the world, spending huge, huge transfer fees on players that used to be in their academies that they used to have. Manchester United did it with Paul Pogba, and now Chelsea have done it with Lukaku. So, don't really know what's going on there. But I'm terrified. And Premier League defenses should also be terrified. Thank you guys for sticking with me through the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.